Hello.
My name is Ronald Wyatt Jr.
My name is Demetrius Frazier.
My name is Lance Adams.
And this is a letter to my dad.
Hello. My name is Lance Adams. This is my letter to my dad. Dear Dad, thank you. Thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for instilling things in me that I did not know I needed until later in life. When I was young, you frustrated me. I wanted the emotional support that Mom gave me. She explained everything. She gave me what I needed in the moment. But as I grew, I learned you gave me something different. It was like you had this long-term plan for me to help mold me into the man I am today. You taught me toughness. You showed me pride. You aren't perfect. You never were. I saw mistakes. I saw flaws. But those mistakes and flaws never defined you for me. I watch your every move. I still do. You aren't a man of many words, but your words are always on purpose. We didn't talk as much as I would have liked growing up, even though you were always there. I learned I didn't necessarily need those conversations, though, because you instilled so much in me as I grew. When we first decided to do this letter, I wrote in my head probably 5 or 6 times before I could even put it on paper. There's so many stories and examples I could provide for you about you, lessons I learned, mistakes you helped me through, etc. When it boils down to it, I think about you. What I really think about is how fortunate I am to have you and continue to have you in my life. I think about my friends and other family who can't say the same thing, and it saddens me, but it also makes me grateful at the same time. Every time we talk, I tell you I love you, and I still don't tell you enough. You live 15 minutes away, and I still don't see you enough. Every time you come to the Costco by my place, you always call to see if I'm home. And sadly, I never am. You've been my role model my entire life. You were the first person that showed me that it was okay to love sports and love education. I gained your love for those sports, for history, for math. It still bothers me that I was never able to reach or surpass your achievements on the football field, or the fact that I stand 5'11" and you stand at 6 feet. I work out 4 to 5 days a week, typically, and I still can't outlift you, and I'm 22 years younger than you are. We're both still active in sports, and as many injuries as we both go through, I refuse to stop before you do. I've enjoyed watching our relationship evolve as we've both grown. You've never had to say it to me, but I've always knew when I was younger that you weren't my friend, you were my dad. You were there to provide love, understanding, guidance, support, and everything else that came with parenting. Now I still look to you for all of those same things, but I feel as if we've grown to be friends as well. It reminds me of when you took me to the Super Bowl with you a couple years back. Sorry, Christy. It was the first and only time we've gone on a trip with just the two of us, and it's the greatest trip of my life. And my promise to you is that I will repay that one day somehow. And when I have children, in due time, they're going to love their grandfather. And I think about your legacy. I think about what your father passed to you and so forth down to me. I don't think in my entire life I had seen you cry until we said goodbye to Pop Pop. I remember like it was yesterday. I remember the pain and sadness in your eyes. I think about you, his youngest son, being the one there alone when he passed. I think about several days prior to that, you calling me and asking me if I wanted to go up with you to visit him. And I remember giving some weak excuse for why I could not. I don't regret many things. The biggest regret in my life is not being there for you when you were there for him. In your weakest state, I wasn't there for you, Dad, and nothing pains me more. I'm sorry I wasn't as good of a son as you've been a father. I'm sorry. But I still thank you for always being there for me. And I know there will never be another moment when I'm not there for you. Dear Dad, thank you. Thank you. I love you.